guys, I'm Evelyn. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are building the last tiny house for this week. So in case you didn't know already, I've been doing tiny house week this week. So just been building a lot of tiny houses, or specifically 4 tiny houses, and this is the 4th one. We're building one for a bigger family today, at least compared to the size of the house. So it has room for, what I had in mind at least, was a pair of parents. You could also have a single parent live here if you want to, of course, but there is a double bed. Both sides are accessible because I did test that. There's also a crib in the parents' bedroom, so there's room for a baby too. And then on the 2nd floor, there's room for a kid your liking. So if you have, like, if you really want to play in this house and you have a family that you feel kids instead, you know, you can just change the bedrooms. It's completely fine. And there is one thing to note though, into this house is possible. I took up, while still having the living room and the kitchen, by the way, because sometimes I'll literally not build a living room because I want there to be as many bedrooms in the house as possible. But for this one, I decided to prioritize a living room over another bedroom. So hopefully that's okay though. Like, wouldn't it be better for gameplay anyway if you had a full-on living room instead of just a tiny kitchen and then a lot of bedrooms, you know? But because of that floor, unless you teleport them up there. That is the possibility, but it's a little clunky for gameplay. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, I wanted to use, like, I've done no rooftop terraces or attic rooms or any staircase going up to the front porch. So for the sake of the look of the house, I decided to just ignore the tile count. But I think it still counts as a small house, and the interior is literally like 61 or 63 tiles total, so I didn't cheat the interior. It's a little too much on bigger surfaces. But when it comes to tiny houses, I jump on the chance to use this wallpaper quite often because I love how vibrant the yellow is. Like I said, it just doesn't, to me at least, it's a little bit too much when you're building bigger surfaces, bigger houses, because it's just, I feel like overpowering suits it very well, but I don't know, that might just be me, so. Anyways, I hope you guys will like today's build. It is the last one, but if you didn't watch one of the earlier videos this week, and how many times have I said this week so far? I don't know. Anyways, but if you hadn't watched one of the on Tuesday, because I have an unrelated video going up on Tuesday, so I'm gonna start recording next theme on Tuesday. We're starting the theme week Wednesday. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully, we'll see. Otherwise, that's just tragedy. I don't know. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I just had to cheat the tile count a little bit. So for me to stick to 64 tiles, I've had to omit a front and a back porch. And I've also had to cheat the upper floor so it doesn't actually count as tiles. So you're just kind of living under the, So I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to cheat this time. I could have built another one. I just didn't want to cheat. So I figured that I would try down a ladder as well, because the ladder, like, the toddlers can't climb up the ladders. It's just how I was actually considering trying to fit in another bed into the teens bedroom. I possibly could have, to be honest. You'll see that a bit later, because up into smaller bedrooms so that I could fit another bed. It might be possible for some of you guys, I don't know, but I still wanted the bedrooms to look proper, even though one of them is literally like, often want a little bit more privacy, right? Like, that's just, I feel like I've said ages ago, because I'm ancient, I just wanted a little bit more privacy. So for me, it made sense for the teen to have the bigger bedroom so they can go there and hang out when they don't want to hang out with the rest of the family. But the kid has the small bedroom, but hallway upstairs, but also in the living room, you can find a couple of toys for the kid to play around with, so they're not like stuck sitting in that small shoe closet, Harry Potter bedroom sized bedroom, you know what I mean? So, and then because I went for a lot more muted colors throughout this week, I decided, inspired by the color that I used for the exterior, that I just wanted to go furniture and decor throughout this entire house, granted, it did have a lot of color in it, but it was very like lighter color tones, like lighter and more muted colors. And then I did the cabin, the forest cabin, which was very brown and black. And then the one I colors, so I wanted to go for the more vibrant tones for this one, the more brighter ones. And I like it, you know, it's fun to do different things like this, which is why I feel like a theme week as well is kind of fun, because you can decide like, for this house, I'm gonna do it like this, but then for the next one, it's gonna be completely opposite, have a totally different vibe, theme, how many different kinds of interiors and exteriors you can come up with that still have the same. Once again, let me know in the comments section. I do have a lot written down from you guys already, but if you didn't have a chance to leave a comment on one of the other videos that I did earlier this week, definitely do it now. So I'll make sure to write down all the ones that I like the most, and we'll see how many we can get through. So at first I was going for like a green sort of theme for the living room. I actually go back later on and change it to blue and yellow because that's the color scheme that I went for in the parents' bedroom. They're different in the upstairs bedrooms, by the way, because I used that twice this week. It just kind of fit the houses that I was building, to be honest. It's not like I'm trying to force the kit on you, by the way. I just need to point that out. Not that anybody has the kit on you, but I do like the kitchen though. So it fit with the house that I did yesterday and also the first house that I did. And it's quite a cute kitchen. So, but for this house, I used the Parenthood counters, and they come in this like really nice blue that I'm often a little bit scared of. But because I knew that I was gonna go for a very colorful kind of interior for this house, I just kind of went with it, lighter browns instead. And it's just such a shame because like a blue kitchen, isn't it? And then I found a couple of different items in other colors, obviously, and because it worked so well in there, I decided to actually go back to the living room and change the colors. I just don't remember when. I might have done it off screen, so before I hit record, but you'll see it in the screenshots if it's not included in the video. And then for the kids' bedroom, I think I ended up going for a very light green, almost minty sort of. You can light muted pink, because those two colors just kind of vibe. So it was either the pink or orange, and I was like, green and orange, that's a little bit daring, you know? So I saw the colors of the pictures right here, and I saw the pink, and I was like, okay, we're gonna go for the pink instead. I know that I often tend to use pink as a secondary color when I'm doing bedrooms, and I know that there's a bunch of you guys that don't like pink. It's kind of like become the color that either you like it or you don't. I don't know what's up with that. It's just a color. I don't like hot pink. Like that's cool toned Barbie pink. I don't like that. Actually, Barbie pink, that's also on the lighter side. Can I come up with anything that's hot pink? Just Google hot pink after you're done with the video, or pause it right now and go Google hot pink. I don't like that color, but more muted tones, like lighter tones of pink, I find them really cute, so I like to use them. I think they're fun to play around with because they can both be on the warmer side, but they can also be on the cooler side, so they go well with both. Play around with. So I use it a lot in bedrooms. But if you don't like pink, I'm sorry. I'm gonna continue to do it though. Is there a specific color? Now I'm kind of curious. You borderline hate. Is there a specific color? Because I want to know. I have a hard time with neon green for some reason. I'm fine with like neon yellow. That's cool. Neon blue, I'm not really sure that that's a thing. Some people like to call, but like hot pink, neon green, nope. It's just nope. For me, no. If you like those colors, no offense whatsoever. You're allowed to like whatever you want. You guys know how it is. Like, we don't judge each other, or that you guys, like, it really irks you or that you just can't stand looking at it. Let me know. I'm really curious. And don't get offended if anybody says your favorite color. No, I don't know. I feel like it's a cute hobby for a sim to have, so there you go, there's some plant pots for you. And then they have a little pool as well, a very, very tiny pool if it's the house, and also a lounge area. And because they don't have a dining table inside that is big enough, I decided that I wanted them to have objects, so you can't place it down in a chair anyways. Does it really matter? I don't know. I wish the family is sitting there eating, I feel like, or not cry while they're eating, because the parents would take care of it, obviously, but you know what I mean, like cry when they make noise. So not like sad noise, just like noise. Okay. Anyways, I feel like that would be cute if they had prams in the game. Like, that would be adorable. They wouldn't even have to sit up. They would just have to lie there in the pram. Like, they could still be objects, you know, but just like movable objects. So I'm gonna wrap up this voiceover now before I continue talking about prams and babies. But if you guys like it, under the hashtag Avalyn or AvalynYT. If you like Roblox, check out my Roblox channel. And if you like vlogs and lifestyle videos, check out the other channel, lifestyle channel. I don't know. If you all enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.